banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
The days are getting cooler, and it means it's time to take a trip to Witt Brothers for your winter checkup. Let's face it, no one wants to get caught in the cold with a dead battery. Make sure your vehicle is in peak condition for the winter season. The checkup includes an oil change, tire rotation, brake inspection, battery tests, and they'll even winterize your vehicle. Stop by Witt Brothers Service, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield, for all your automotive maintenance and repair needs.
The graphic mailbox in the River Park Mall. With all of your mailing and printing needs, we can pack it up, ship it out, and get it down the road. Fabricate a sign or a banner. We work hard to know our products. We can find what works for you and set you up with everything you need. The graphic mailbox in the River Park Mall, offering solutions for you.
The Quarterback Club of Northfield knows just how hard the student-athletes work each and every sports season and would like to wish all of the Raiders athletic teams the best of luck this year. After practice is over or before the big game, stop into the Quarterback Club and grab their roasted chicken, tender baby back ribs, or famous broiled burgers. Short on time? Call ahead and they will have it ready for you to carry out. They serve lunch and dinner, so no matter your busy schedule, the Quarterback Club has something for you. Good luck, Raiders, and we'll see you after the game. The Quarterback Club, off Highway 3 in Northfield.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bruss, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Northfield Live doesn't just provide game coverage. We provide opportunities for Northfield youth to showcase, learn, and experience many aspects of media. Practice their communication skills by providing play-by-play and color announcing, getting interviews with fellow students or coaches, or writing stories. They can showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media, running cameras for events, or producing a game like the one you're watching now. We also utilize the talents of adults to help mentor and provide a quality experience for the students. If you or someone you know might be interested in growing our coverage, you're welcome to call, text, or email us from the Northfield Live page at any time. Happy holidays from all of us at Northfield Live.
It's Saturday morning and the sun is shining. The familiar faces of local business owners greet you with warm smiles. You just unlocked the secret to a happier and more vibrant community, shopping local. Hi, I'm Kirk from Merchants Bank. When you shop local, especially during the holidays, you're not just buying products, you're investing in your community. Merchants Bank believes in supporting local businesses too. When you bank with us, you help put money back into the local economy, creating a thriving community for everyone. Thanks for supporting local.
Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair, shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or a major collision this winter, or if a deer happens to find your vehicle, Valley Auto House can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle, from the tow to completing all of your vehicle's repairs. Valley Auto House is located at Highway 3 South in Northfield, open at 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday, or you can find us at valleyautohouse.net.
The graphic mailbox in the River Park Mall. With all of your mailing and printing needs, we can pack it up, ship it out, and get it down the road. Fabricate a sign or a banner. We work hard to know our products. We can find what works for you and set you up with everything you need. The graphic mailbox in the River Park Mall, offering solutions for you.
Northfield is a unique town with passionate people. So much passion that it can be hard to keep up. That's why, if you're into art, local politics, sports, or anything else, Northfield Public Broadcasting is here to serve you. NPB is a free public access local television station that accepts submissions on anything you care about. NPB is a place to hear community voices and to share your own voice.
Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
It's too many things going on at once here, Jimmy. We are live on the air right now.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Northfield Ice Arena, a.k.a. the Pepsi Center, as the Northfield Raider girls take on the Bears from Blake. Thanks for listening. You're listening to Raider Hockey here on 97.5, or 95.1, excuse me, the One at AM 1080. And we're streaming live right here on NorthfieldLive.com. And as you can see, the girls are out on the ice right now getting things started. And we hope to have someone doing some color play-by-play hopefully this evening. We haven't figured who that is yet, but we got Malcolm Westland, we should be doing our production tonight, along with Joey Hudson on the cameras here this evening. I'm Jimmy LaRue. I'll keep you somewhat entertained as best as I can as we proceed through the evening tonight. So the Raiders are 5-0 coming into this evening, and they've had some really good games against some really good teams thus far. They had Gentry Academy, of course. They were a state contender last year. Mound West Tonka was a state contender, Rosemont contender, and of course Owatonna, and then Rochester Mayo on Tuesday, November 21st. That was their last victory, and it was a shutout. It was a 6-0 victory for the Raider girls. Blake, of course, coming in. They're 0-4-1. So they've tied only Osseo Park Center. Otherwise, they've lost to Centennial, Dodge County, Holy Angels, and Delano Rockford. And that was a shutout, 4-0 for the Delano Rockford team. So for the Blake Bears, they've got 8 out of their 10 top scorers from last year will not be on the ice tonight. They're only returning 6.
You want to be our color analyst tonight? No?
Been kind of taking it easy since November 22nd. They've been on the ice skating and whatnot. And I asked Paige about that, about whether or not they were going to continue with some conditioning or they're going to throw in some scrimmages or whatnot. And she had a very interesting answer that will be coming up also here this evening. So with that said, they moved the time to the game. For those of you that are listening on NorthfieldLive.com, you can obviously see this. People on the radio, we were scheduled to go at 7 o'clock. They canceled the junior varsity game, so they moved the time up to 6 o'clock. So for those of you that are waiting around till 7, we're going to go to the puck drop, which is coming up right at 6 o'clock. So tell all your friends and let them know that we're moving things up and moving things a little bit early this evening. So, like I said, puck drop in about 20 minutes or so. You, of course, are listening to Raider Hockey on KYMN 95.1, The One, and we're streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Saturday morning and the sun is shining. The familiar faces of local business owners greet you with warm smiles. You just unlocked the secret to a happier and more vibrant community, shopping local. Hi, I'm Kirk from Merchants Bank. When you shop local, especially during the holidays, you're not just buying products, you're investing in your community. Merchants Bank believes in supporting local businesses too. When you bank with us, you help put money back into the local economy, creating a thriving community for everyone. Thanks for supporting local.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bress, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Drive your student to the games and get paid. Many of us would love an extra flexible way to earn money. Benjamin Bus has many driving positions available, including vans that won't require a CDL, small and regular sized school buses. These positions offer flexible hours, days off when kids are out of school. You can even bring your kids to work with you and get paid to watch their games. Benjamin Bus offers on-site training and testing, along with wages up to $24 an hour. No experience is necessary. Stop by Benjamin Bus on Highway 3 in Northfield and we'll be happy to answer any questions.
Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair, shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or a major collision this winter, or if a deer happens to find your vehicle, Valley Auto House can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle, from the tow to completing all of your vehicle's repairs. Valley Auto House is located at Highway 3 South in Northfield, open at 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday, or you can find us at valleyautohouse.net.
We know that there is more to a home than the building. There is care and detail in every last nook and cranny of what you call home. That's why Schmidt Homes is the only call you'll ever have to make. Their in-house designer will work with you to get everything the way you want it. Their highly skilled craftsmen and quality materials will ensure the best possible value for your home. When you're ready to start building your home, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Get started building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
Making decisions can be hard. Whether you're picking out home design details, choosing a college, or planning a wedding, you put a lot of thought into life's big events. But paying for it all is easy with a home equity line of credit from Hometown Credit Union. Rates are always affordable, and you can quickly apply online at hometowncu.coop. Make the decision easy with a Hometown Credit Union HELOC, Equal Housing Lender.
Yeah, I heard that on the interview when I was editing the interview down. That's quite the deal there. It sounds like there's some business that wants to be taken care of tonight. Yeah.
Christy King, the head coach of the Blake Bears, joins us for this pregame this evening. Christy, it looks like, you've got 12 of your starters, 8 of the top 10 scorers that have left the team and 6 returning from last year's team. It's been a slow start for you getting out of the chute here, 0-4-1. What have you seen on the ice that you like to see with all the new people coming in?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been a tough start for the squad, and we most certainly miss our seniors that led the team last year. But, I think we're just trying to find our heartbeat and figure out, who's going to step up and be a leader on the team. And we're seeing some of those younger kids step into roles that they saw last year's seniors and captains step into, and they're having to do so at a much younger age. We're talking freshmen on the team. So it's just been, figuring out, what makes us tick and trying to find some mojo between lines, and having 6 returners isn't ideal, but it's a situation we're in, and we're just trying to get 1% better every day and looking for that first win.
Well, I was going to say, you've got Bryn Heinmiller, who's only an 8th grader. You got Addie Wethington. She's only a freshman. They've already been contributing to the scoring for Blake this year.
Yeah, Bryn is a little 8th grader, maybe 4'10". She's tiny, but she plays big, and she plays on our first line. She plays on the power play, penalty kill. So, being 13 years old and stepping into a role and taking on, like I said, that leadership is really impressive, and something that every coach wants to see out of their younger players is that grit and determination to not accept the standard of where we are and push to push our team better and meet our limits. Because I think that, we do have a lot of potential. It's just a matter of pulling it out of each kid and making sure they all accept and embrace their role and give 100% on any given night.
Well, you are taking on the 5-0 Northfield Raiders, pretty tough hockey club. They've got a lot of returning members from last year's team as well. What do you know about Northfield, and what would you like to see your girls do this evening in this contest?
I mean, I respect Northfield girls hockey.
Jimmy, we got cut off there. People are texting me and trying to call me, and it bumped the interview off on my phone. I apologize there. What? Hang on a second, Jimmy. Hang on a second. There's something wrong with... little technical difficulties, it seems to be. Say something again there. No, you're not coming through all of a sudden. What is happening here? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to... Oh, for crying out loud.
All right, so now, hopefully we're back. Hey, guys, we're back. We've got a few technical difficulties going on this evening. We're not perfect, but we're doing the best we can. So, needless to say, we missed part of that Christy King interview there. She has a young team. She knows it. She's got to bring them out here. She went on to basically say that she totally respects the Northfield Raiders. She knows that they're up against they know that they got a senior team coming in here for Northfield, and that they're going to have to. They're going to meet adversity here, and they know it. But they want to tell the players, look, all you got to do is play your game, stack up against them as best you can, stay out of the penalty box, try to skate with them, try to stay with them, just give 100%, do the best you can. That's basically what they're asking of her. So that is pretty much the conversation we had with Christy King in there. So we're going to try then. We'll take a quick break here with Hometown Credit Union, and hopefully we'll be back with the interview for Paige Haley.
Hometown Credit Union is proud to call Northfield and Dundas home. We offer a variety of loan options, checking, savings, and credit card accounts with a focus on financial wellness and member advocacy. You belong at Hometown Credit Union. Learn more at hometowncu.coop.
And, of course, we thank the Hometown Credit Union because, of course, without their sponsorship, we can't really bring you all these wonderful opportunities. So we thank not only them, but we also thank our scoreboard sponsor, the Heritage Bank Scoreboard. And just about, we've got several people that sponsor this, Richie Eye Clinic and Service Master, and of course you hear a ton of them while we're on the air. So again, thank you so much for sponsoring this, helping us do this not only on 95.1 The One, but NorthfieldLive.com, and you'll be seeing all those commercials on again, off again throughout the evening. So a big thank you to all of our sponsors this evening. Well, it's time to talk to the 5-0 head coach. That would be Paige Haley. Let's see what she's got to say.
Dominant victory the other day, last week already, against Rochester Mayo. A dominant performance by everyone all the way around. It's been several days. How have you kept the team in shape?
Yeah, that's a good question. I felt like the break, us not having a Thanksgiving tournament was actually kind of a good move on our part. We had 5 games under our belt going into Thanksgiving, which was about 1 or 2 more games than a lot of people, in the state. So the girls got to rest and they recuperated, and they came back on Monday and they came out flying. They have had a great week of practice. We've had 3 days, but we definitely are ready to have a game.
Did you have any scrimmages or anything like that over the period?
No, other than just me telling them, on Friday and Saturday of that Thanksgiving break, like go do something active, exercise, whatever. But they didn't skate, and it's kept everyone, we're healthy, and that's important to us right now because we do have a pretty small roster. So everyone's healthy, relatively healthy. Annalise Walker had surgery on Tuesday. She tore her ACL. Yes, and she would have been kind of in the varsity lineup a little bit. So that has been the only injury we've been dealing with, really, and it's a very unfortunate one, especially as she's a senior this year. But other than that, everyone's healthy. We're kind of keeping good spirits. They're in a good place right now, I think.
Well, you started out 5-0, which is a nice confidence booster. What do you like? What's working so far?
I feel like our team's chemistry this year is a little bit better. Not that it wasn't good last year, but it seems like the girls are not, I don't want to say not taking themselves seriously, because they are, but they are able to have a little more fun this year, it seems, especially my senior class. They're a very intense group, very dedicated to hockey, and they're starting to figure out, that hockey is fun and it's a sport that we like to play, and that it's okay to laugh and smile at practice. And, they're doing that. And it's kind of good vibes are all around us at the moment. So
with that, what would you like to see tonight on the ice against Blake?
Domination. I want to beat Blake very badly. In my career as a coach, we haven't beat them, but also as a player. Back in, the day when I played, we never beat Blake either. My senior year, we played them in the regular season and then saw them again at the state tournament and lost to them. So there's a little bit of, I'm kind of sick of the Blake Bears. So let's, go out and get a win.
Well, they were 15-12 on the season last year. They got beat by Edina in the 6AA championship. They've lost 8 of their top 10 scorers, and 6 of that team is returning this year. So they are very young.
Yes. Young can mean a lot, if they're a young, talented group, that's awesome. But, I'll hope that our experience will kind of be in our favor tonight.
Well, Paige, I appreciate you joining us for this pregame, and good luck to you as always. Let's go for 6-0.
All right. Thank you.
Sure that that was Paige Haley, and we are a little dead air there. Sorry about that. So that was Paige Haley, and you can tell that she's got a little fire in her tonight. So we'll have that. And we want to thank the Hometown Credit Union. It is not for profit. It is not for profit cooperative, and it's owned by its members. So we've got a couple minutes here in between before the team comes back onto the ice. So thank you for joining us. You're listening to Raider Hockey on 95.1 The One, KYMN, and streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com.
Community Resource Bank. You can bank from anywhere, anytime you want. The CRB mobile banking app makes it easy to keep track of your balances, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, and deposit checks any time of day or night. With branches in Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville, we can offer solutions for businesses, residential, and investment accounts. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Look to River Valley Eye Professionals in Northfield for all of your eye care essentials. Our compassionate team is proud to offer state-of-the-art, innovative technologies to provide a wide array of eye care services, including routine examinations, treatment of ocular disease, dry eye management, surgical co-management, and more. With over 500 designer frames, River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Northfield is a unique town with passionate people. So much passion that it can be hard to keep up. That's why, if you're into art, local politics, sports, or anything else, Northfield Public Broadcasting is here to serve you. NPB is a free public access local television station that accepts submissions on anything you care about. NPB is a place to hear community voices and to share your own voice. Check it out.
Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. Jimmy LaRue on the call this evening. And we are just a couple of minutes away from the drop of the puck here this evening. For those of you not aware, we are, of course, starting at 6 o'clock tonight. And it looks by the crowd that they didn't get the memo because it's a pretty small crowd out here tonight. But there's plenty of room, plenty of seats, so come on out. We'll be dropping the puck at 6 o'clock as the Raiders take on the Bears from Blake. And we are going to have your starting lineups coming up for you here in just a couple of seconds. As soon as we see Blake hit the ice, we'll get going on our starting lineups, and we'll check in with our scoreboard table in just a minute. Our starting lineups are brought to us by none other than Ritchie Eye Clinic. Give the gift of sight. Get up to $500 off LASIK. Visit RitchieEyeClinic.com to request a free consultation. So again, we are waiting for Blake to hit the ice. And we are just literally about a minute away from dropping of the puck. So again, as we wait for Blake to hit the ice, it is Northfield, the 5-0 Northfield, taking on the 0-4-1 Blake Bears. Paige, if you heard the interview earlier, Paige herself personally as a player and or a coach has ever beaten Blake. So she's got a little fire in her shoes this evening as they take on Black. And they want to come out flying fast and scoring early and scoring often. So with that said,
yeah, I don't know if Blake is a little bit hard. Oh, there we go.
There they come. Blake is finally hitting the ice here, and they're going to line up over there. And I do believe that they are going to cut away to the scorer's table here in just a second. So they're about to give us the starting lineup. So from the starting lineup, let's check in with our scorer's table.
Participants or fans from opposing schools. And now let's meet our starting lineups. First, for the Blake Bears, in goal, a sophomore, number 1, Janie McGowan. On defense for the Bears, number 4, Talia Malone. At the other D, number 10, a senior captain, Peyton Smith. At left wing, a junior, number 12, Malika Chabalko. At the other wing, number 2, Bryn Heinmiller. And centering that line is number 3, a freshman, Callie Arthur. The head coach of the Bears is Christy King. And now put your hands together for your Northfield Raiders. Starting for the Raiders in goal, number 31, a junior, Macy Mueller. On defense, a junior, number 10, Olivia Rasmussen. At the other D, a senior captain, number 11, Grace McCushion. At left wing, a senior captain, number 3, Izzy Steffes. At the other wing, a senior captain, number 13, Emerson Garley. And centering that line for your Raiders is a senior captain, number 9, Ayla Puppy. The head coach of the Raiders is Paige Haley. Now let's remove our caps for the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Eye Clinic. Of course, our starting lineup was brought to you by Ritchie Eye Clinic and the National Anthem. Give the gift of sight. Get up to $500 off LASIK. Visit RitchieEyeClinic.com to request your free consultation. All right, we're just a matter of seconds here. We're going to have the gals get the starting lineups out there, and we'll get them out on the ice, and we'll get going right away and hopefully get this game underway. It's a couple minutes after 6, so we're just getting started just a little off schedule, but not as bad as we were the other night with the boys' game. We were about 20 minutes late there, and that kind of threw a few things off as well. So
we were able to fire a lot more ads, so that was nice.
Yeah.
But besides that, no, you always want to start on time.
So tonight, this game it was scheduled for 7, and it got pushed to 6 o'clock earlier last week, and so that's part of the reason why we're going a little bit early for those of you who weren't not prepared and didn't have your meal done. Well, pull up NorthfieldLive.com and flip it up on the old telly, and we're on the old computer or iPad, and let's get underway, shall we? Blake in the blue and green going from right to left. And of course the Raiders in their gold and maroon going from left to right. They will continue. They will take the opening face-off and they will send it back into their own zone and try to regroup a little bit down here in the near corner. Garley already lost her stick and she can't get a hold of it, and now picks it back up. And into the corner we go as the Raiders will try to sneak it up and out of there. And that's Ayla Puppy trying to clear it by skating it. Here's a shot from the point. There's a shot right off the top of the post. Yeah, from Miller just right over the top of her head right there. And that was a shot by, looks like Shabelko.
Thank you.
Raiders finally still in their zone, and Puppy will skate it on through like she does so often through the neutral ice. Now she'll go up in between. There's a backhand, and that was a block and a save right there. Janie McGowan, the goalie, the sophomore goalie, with a save on a breakaway with Ayla Puppy going coast to coast there, and they've got the first shot on gold here tonight. And that was a great save by their goalie as well. Facing off to the right of McGowan. On the far circle. Face-off controlled by the Raiders. Temporarily broken up by Blake. They'll try to push it through as they try to skate down the left-hand side as Palmby. She tries to center pass out in front of there, and there's a defensive play right out there. Nice play by Maya Miller, keeping that one out of the crease. Puck down in the Northfield end, deep in their end, now in behind. Picking that one up is Paulson. She shoots it all the way to the near boards here. Now it's pass across the ice. That one went right past breaking Paquette, and it goes all the way to the wall. Now it'll come all the way back in the neutral zone, back to this wall. Slight break. Puppy picks it off in the neutral zone. She'll go 1-on-3 down the middle. Here she comes again with another backhand, and that one's broken up again by McGowan as well. And Blake will try to clear it up out of the ice and tries to skate it out, but not successful there. Miller flips that one back over to Wethington. Wethington, a returning starter from last year. One of their top scorers, has yet to score this season in the 5 games that they have played. Blake will try to clear it up and out, and then we'll push that one right back in. Looks like Rasmussen will pump that one back in. And that one will go all the way in behind the net as they try to come out of there with Hellmiller, another new addition to the team. She fires it all the way down to the other end of the ice, and we'll have an icing call at 14:43 to go here in the first period. Raiders with a couple of shots on goal, both of them coming from Ayla Puppy on breakaways through the zone, and then comes back into the slot and then tries to give a little backhand, but it hasn't faked McGowan out at all. So we'll face off to the left of the goalie, McGowan. Raiders will control. They've pretty much controlled every face-off yet tonight. Beham over in the far corner tries to clear it up and out. That one's picked up by Sauvignier. And she will forward that pass up. And that's going to go to Arlo. Arlo down that left side, dumps it all the way back into the corner. Beham trying to fight for it. That one comes loose into the near circle. All the way in the Northfield, deep in the Northfield end. Now back to the top of the circle. Back into that left side of the board. There's a shot towards the goal, way right. That's a little Talia Malone with a shot from the point there. Raiders will fight for it back over there in the corner. McCoshen will come away with it, and she'll skate in behind her net. Hit the brakes, turn around, and head the other way. Now she fires a pass all the way out and tries to clear the zone, but they are just going to dump it right back in. Raiders pick it up, forwarding pass up here. Beham on the right side, shot on the goal, in the glove, covered it up, and we'll have a face-off to the left of the young sophomore Janie McGowan. 13 minutes, 43 seconds remaining here. First period from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're all knotted up at 0-0. First period underway here at the Northfield Ice Arena. We've got plenty of seats, like I said. We've got a pretty much an open, crowded seats here. Blake didn't bring a lot of people down with them. They're way up north of the cities up there, so they obviously did not bring a lot of their fans tonight. So come on out. It's a great night for hockey out here in the Northfield Ice Arena. There's a shot towards the goal. Deflection by Puppy. Misses the net. Now they go back in behind. Garley in hot pursuit. Puppy coming away with it. Broken up by Blake. They try to clear the zone. Raiders try to knock it back in. They're going to call offsides. No, we got a penalty on the play. So we are going to have a penalty on Puppy. So Ayla with the first. So at the 3:42 mark, we have a penalty against Puppy. 2 minutes for slashing. Excuse me, tripping on that call. Puck will come loose for the Raiders. They'll fire it all the way down. They'll be in the penalty kill going on here this evening. So Blake will pick it up behind their own net, and they will start making a move through their own zone. Working it through. Through it goes. Hava Miller down that left side. Jump pass there to Chabaklo. Centering pass out in front. That one gets broken up. Cleared out of the zone. And that's going to go all the way back down to the other end. And in hot pursuit, don't give up yet. You got Emma Perutka, a really nice, solid player. Hustles hard, hustles well. Bringing it through the neutral zone now. Wethington firing towards the goal. Quick stick save there by Miller as the puck goes all the way to the other side of the ice. Now to the point. There's a wrister right there. That one's on a shot. That one breaks out front. Rebound out front. And little Brian... Looks like Bryn Helen Miller, the little 8th grader that's out there, and she was matched up. Yeah, she was definitely matched up against Grace McCoshen, so quite the disadvantage. But like the coach Christy King said, that she may be a young, tiny little thing, but she's out there hustling, giving it 100%. 12:09 remaining here. First period. They got 48 seconds remaining in the power play. That should have been offsides, but they waived it. Now they'll bring it back out. Blake will bring it back into their own zone. 40 seconds to go in the power play. Skates it all the way in through the top of the circle. Now from the left-hand side is Malone. She takes a shot. That's a stick save right out front. Bounces way too hard out in front, but there's nobody out there for Blake to get it. Now Steffes will take it. She'll push it in deep into the Blake zone. Picked up by Miller as she crosses in through the blue line. Now it's broken up again. Down the other way it goes. Smith trying to skate it through, and she gets hit by Paukert. And now we're going to have a penalty here. Slashing. That one is slashing for sure. And that one is probably going to go against the Raiders again. So they're going to go short-handed again, and that's going to be Paukert right there with slashing. So at the 5:30 mark, penalty, another 2-minute penalty, and we'll be short-handed again for another couple of minutes here. We are giving Blake a lot of extended opportunity. There's a shot out front. Nobody can find it. And now it's rebounded out front, and it misses and fires all the way to the far side. Now they're being short-handed. Still picked off in behind her is Puppy. She is going to, it's downtown. Charlie Brown, shot in the goal! Ayla Puppy! And coming out of the box, she just says, you know what, let's go down and take one for the town, shall we? At the 5:53 mark, Puppy strikes first for the Northfield Raiders. Unassisted, took it down, came out of the box, snuck in behind the defense. There was nothing they could do. That puck came out. She just literally came out of the box, slid in behind the Blake players, pickpocketed her stick, and took off the other direction. And once she gets up ahead of steam, there's no slowing her down. Now the Raiders, at center ice, Blake finally controls one of the face-offs. There's a puck that slides out in front of the crease out there. Picked up again by Puppy in the back, in deep in Northfield's zone, and she flips it up in the air, and it goes into the net. And I think they're just going to call it out of play. Normally, in a lot of calls like that, when you flip it up and out of play like that, that can be a penalty for delay of game, but they all just face off to the right of Mueller. Puck controlled by the Raiders, tries to bang one off the boards to try to send it out of the zone, but Hack holds it in. Now that pucked into the left circle. Blake under control from the top of the point. She'll take a shot towards the goal. Pad save Mueller, and that one's a big rebound there as well, but it scoots all the way to the other side. Now we've got a quick breakaway. Arlo shot, misses wide to the goal. Now it'll be back to the point. From the point, it's intercepted again. Puppy and another breakaway. It's a mano-a-mano. 1, 2, 3. She scores again. 2 goals. Ayla Puppy. And we are barely at the 6:49 mark. And we are already got 2 goals by Ayla Puppy in here. Both of them on breakaways, both of them on steals. And she is off to the races today. And from your Heritage Bank scoreboard, just like that, the Raiders with 2 shorthanded goals are up 2-0. Not something that they wanted to do tonight. Blake certainly was not expecting to be in a power play and expect that to happen. So the puck will go into the Northfield zone as Chabelka would try to clear it, but now the puck comes into the neutral zone, so they'll have to back out and go out and get it. Raiders in pursuit as the puck dumps all the way back into the Blake zone to try to clear it back up and out of there. Grace goes off her stick a little bit. They'll send it all the way back. Then they call that for icing, and they'll bring it back to the right side of the goalie over here for Blake. Raiders on top, 2-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. There's still 23 seconds left in the power play for Blake. Both goals by Ayla Puppy coming shorthanded for the Raiders in their penalty kill. Face off to the right of the goalie. The puck will come loose and go up in behind. Now we're going to get cross-checking. And it looks like they're going to send Blake That's number 21 right there. That is Addie Wethington, and she is going to go for cross-checking for a penalty for 2 minutes there. So now it's 4-on-4 for about 18 seconds, and then the Raiders will actually have the power play for the first time tonight. 9:42 remaining in the first period. 10 seconds remaining in the power play, so to speak, for 4-on-4. And they will be now, Raiders will be at the advantage for 1 minute and 42 seconds. They'll be on the power play. The puck deep in the zone for Northfield. They'll try to clear it up. Out of the top it goes. Malone fires one towards the net, and that one's broken up pretty easily by Rasmussen. Now there's a break and an action down the right-hand side, and falls down. Garley couldn't get a decent shot on the goal. Now she goes down to the ice, and there is no delay call here. They waive any type of tripping. Now Puppy Miller from the top. Shot, wrister, right off the pads of McGowan. Puppy will pick it up at the point to the left circle. There's a shot off the pad, off the stick side pad, and that one's going to be broken down. They'll try to clear it, and up and out it goes for the Raiders. They got 57 seconds remaining in the power play for Northfield, as the Raiders hustle back and regroup in their own end in behind the net. And they will stall and set it up, waiting for everyone to get ready. Dumps it to Ayla Puppy. Drops it to her. She'll be taking the skates. She'll be skating it all the way through, I'm pretty confident. And now she'll take and wrap it around the net. She'll go looking for somebody to make a break across the middle. And now she'll take it back up to the point, and the puck is temporarily broken up there by Shavako. And now the Raiders will dump it back in their own zone with 25 seconds to go. Miller down this right side. Little dump pass to Garley. She's got an open shot, but she gets blocked right there. And they'll try to clear it out, but Puppy will keep it right back in. She's coming in that left slot. She'll try to fire. Can't keep it on her stick, and that gets broken up. And they will clear. And it will be just about over when the power play is done here, and that will be McCoshen down the left side. She takes a shot. Nice shot across the middle. Great save by McGowan. And now it is 5-on-5. Everyone is back on the ice. 7:35 remaining. Now it's a 2-on-1 going the other way. Coming off the bench in behind him. And there's a shot across the middle. It's in between the pads. And it is a good save by Mueller. They did not give it a goal. They waved it off before that puck snuck through the 5-hole there. So I do believe there will be a face-off to the right of Mueller, and no goal is called. So with 7:28 remaining, the Raiders still on top, 2-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Puck will be controlled by the Bears in the backside. Now they'll flip it to the point. There's a wrist shot towards the net. Goes way wide left. Now it's coming back to the near circle here before it gets fired in behind the net. In hot pursuit there is Langford. She'll try to clear it up and out of the zone. It'll dump it into the neutral ice as Blake will try to regroup here and bring it on through themselves. Arthur for the first call here tonight through the ice and through the neutral zone there for Blake. Picked up again here by Crone. She'll try to dump it right back in. She's having a nice season so far this year. Puck will go down all the way into the corner, and they'll slide into each other and take down two of the Raiders, and they try to get up as Blake tries to make a break through the neutral zone and can't, and there's a nice recovery by McCoshen as she comes back and picks her pocket. And now it'll go all the way back down into the corner. Rasmussen hits the brakes. Nope, let's come back around to the far boards. Off the boards it comes. Forwarding pass there through neutral ice. Here comes Miller, skating it all the way through. Shot! Right into the glove, rebound right out front, and the puck comes loose, but it comes to the near side, and now the Raiders trying to recover, and they do. So it will be Perutka down Miller. Miller slides the puck up, little backhand. That one's a block, a good save right there, and that one comes loose as Blake tries to clear that on the far circle. They will pick that one up, and it'll be Wethington, and she'll try to push the puck up, and that's intercepted. Kept in right away now, down the left-hand side. Raiders got all 5 players up on top. Now we've got a nice shot right there, and that one's just going to grab that one. She's going to hold on to that one. That's Abby with a nice little wrister from that top of the point there, and into the glove of McGowan it goes, and we'll have a face-off just to her left. Raiders out shooting Blake so far, 10-8 here in the first period, leading 2-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard with 5:47 remaining in the first period. Garley can't hold on to it. Puck will come loose. Intercepted by Arlo. Arlo trying to get through. Now it's Sauvignon trying to get after it. Raiders will try to push it through the neutral zone. Now they'll hold it, regroup, bring it all the way over to Rasmussen. Looks like we got some of the deeper lines getting out, getting some minutes here this evening early as the Raiders took that 2-0 lead. Down that left-hand side, there's Arlo. She tries to clear it. She pushes it all the way into the Northfield end in behind as McCoshen tries to push it back up and out. That one goes through the neutral zone, but then stopped, and then Puppy will pick it up down the right side. She's got Garley on her left. Here's a shot. Nope, she'll hit the brakes, turn around. Garley out in front. Centering pass out in front and right through the crease it goes. Couldn't pick it up, and then Steffes will pick it up and push it to the point. Shot on goal. That one goes wide right. Comes all the way back to the near circle. Dump pass to the top. Miller with another wrister from that from the top. That gets slightly deflected by Palmby, and now it'll come back into the corner down here with 4:39 remaining here. First period for the Raiders. Puck goes in behind. Raiders come up with it. Centering pass to the top of the point. Miller fires again. That one goes wide left of the net. That one will go all the way across. Puppy back to the point. Miller skates in. Top of the slot, tries to aim for the goal. Centering pass there was out front, and that one's broken up by Palmby. Now out by the top it comes. Shot towards the net, pretty weak there. Broken up easily by Blake's defense. And now we'll have the Raiders still under control. Here's from the right side. There's a shot, a centering pass, and she scores! I believe that's Emerson Garley in there off the deflection of a Miller. And we are at the 12:56 mark, and we are up 3-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard.
We've got a little replay here of that as they get going here again.
At 12:56 of the first period, number 13, Emerson Garley, assistant number 9, Ayla Puppy, and number 21, Mia Miller.
Well, you can see right there, Mia Miller comes around the right-hand side there, shoots it. I think she knew exactly what she was going to do there, and she set her up real nice through the crease there to let Emerson score yet another goal on the season. That is her her third goal of the season, her 6th point on the season. So she's got 3 goals and 3 assists thus far going into this 6th game of the season. Raiders control the puck in their own zone. They'll try to push it up and out and push it back into the Blake zone. Blake will pick it up. They cannot make anything of it. Raiders will pick it back up in their own zone. 3 minutes remaining here. There's a centering pass up at the top. That goes to the right class, and there's another nice pass across to Miller right out in front of the slot. And she couldn't get a good stick on it. So that one runs errantly into the corner as they fight for it and dig for it over in the corner. Puck comes loose. They'll send it up to Casal. She'll hit a lofter up there, and then, of course, she'll just grab it. McGowan will catch that one, and we'll just stop play right there, and we'll have 2:42 remaining here in our first period, and the face-off just to the left of their goalie. If you just joined us, we did have a drop of the puck at 6 o'clock tonight. We moved it up because the JV did not play, so for those just joining us, we thank you. The Raiders lead this one 2-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard, scoring 2 of the goals short-handed, both by Ayla Puppy, and now just recently 5-on-5 as Garley puts away a nice rebound and a pass from Miller to put the Raiders up 3-0. Miller grabs it through the neutral zone. Tries to bang it through, tries to push it forward to Crone. Crone skating right out in front. Player Smith falls down, so she's got a shot, a centering pass out in front. That one rebound out in front. No Raider out in front to get a nice rebound shot on it. But now here comes Steffes. She's got a little backhand going there, and she tries to backhand it, and McGowan catches that one. We've got 2 minutes remaining exactly in the first period. Raiders out shooting Blake thus far. 2-13. 2-9 here in our first period. Puppy will take the face off. Doesn't come loose. Blake finally comes away with it, so they'll go breaking down the right side. Malone tries to skate through the neutral zone, then she is taken off the stick just barely by McCaution there. Puck will come off the backboard, and down the right side goes Steffes. Left Steffes with the player. Shot, rebound out front. Goalie shot, oh, misses and wide. Another shot, rebound out front, and that one's no good. Back to the point it goes. Fires hard and into the glove it goes. Garley sitting right out there waiting for the rebound on that one, but it's not going to go that time. What an exciting clip of 15 seconds right there. Some good fun by the Northfield Raiders, really putting on the pressure out in front of the net. Another breakaway for the Raiders, but come up just a little short. 1:32 here in the first period. From that point, down to the corner they go. Garley, wraparound, centering pass. Whoop, and that one scoots right on through. And they're going to kind of hold it in there, and they do. Rasmussen holds it up temporarily until Blake gets a hold of it. And now we'll have a stoppage of play again. And I believe we're going to have an offsides against Blake. So they'll face off here in the near circle in the neutral zone with 1:17 remaining here in the first period. Puck comes away to Northfield. Northfield pretty much have won most of the face-offs this evening. A couple of them Blake controlled, but for the most part the Raiders have been pretty dominant in the face-off circle. This puck will get pushed all the way underneath. Picked up. McCaution will try to put it in behind the net. Picked up by young little Heinmiller. There's a shot across the bow. And there's a rebound out front. Beham trying to get out in front of the crease out there, but they'll just cover it up. And Glove save that one and hold that one, and we'll face off again deep in the Blake zone. And they will face off again to the right of the goalie. Raiders doing a full line change here. Same with Blake. 51.2 seconds remaining here, first period. Face off to the Raiders. Miller, little wrister out front. She had a nice centering pass out there and just couldn't get the stick on it. It was Steffes right out in front of the goal. Now it'll be Puppy. Skates it down, passes it back to the top, gets loose. Miller can't control it. It'll go flying into the Northfield zone. 30 seconds remaining here, first period. Puck goes deep. Forwarding pass out in front. Way Steffes goes. And she does not beat her there. So we'll have a stoppage of play again. And we'll have another face-off. 22.8 seconds remaining here in the first period. Raiders having some good fun here in the first period. Out shooting them 15-9 so far this evening with 22 seconds face-off in the Blake zone. Puck comes loose, controlled by Blake. Down the left side she goes. Arlo looking for something to happen. McCaution taking a swat at her. Shot goes through. Mueller just pushes it off to the side. 8 seconds remaining. Raiders will try to skate at the timeout. Steffes just takes a shot, gets caught in the webbing into number 4's glove, and that's going to be the end of it as Malone finishes that with a defensive move, and that is the end of our first period. From your Heritage Bank scoreboard, Raiders on top, 3-0. You're listening to Raider Hockey on 95.1, the one KYMN, and streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com. We'll be right back.
Saturday morning and the sun is shining. The familiar faces of local business owners greet you with warm smiles. You've just unlocked the secret to a happier and more vibrant community, shopping local. Hi, I'm Kirk from Merchants Bank. When you shop local, especially during the holidays, you're not just buying products, you're investing in your community. Merchants Bank believes in supporting local businesses too. When you bank with us, you help put money back into the local economy, creating a thriving community for everyone. Thanks for supporting local.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bruss, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Drive your student to the games and get paid. Many of us would love an extra flexible way to earn money. Benjamin Bus has many driving positions available, including vans that won't require a CDL, small and regular sized school buses. These positions offer flexible hours, days off when kids are out of school. You can even bring your kids to work with you and get paid to watch their games. Benjamin Bus offers on-site training and testing, along with wages up to $24 an hour. No experience is necessary. Stop by Benjamin Bus on Highway 3 in Northfield and we'll be happy to answer any questions.
Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair, shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or a major collision this winter, or if a deer happens to find your vehicle, Valley Auto House can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle, from the tow to completing all of your vehicle's repairs. Valley Auto House is located at Highway 3 South in Northfield, open at 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday, or you can find us at valleyautohouse.net.
We know that there is more to a home than the building. There is care and detail in every last nook and cranny of what you call home. That's why Schmidt Homes is the only call you'll ever have to make. Their in-house designer will work with you to get everything the way you want it. Their highly skilled craftsmen and quality materials will ensure the best possible value for your home. When you're ready to start building your home, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Get started building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
Making decisions can be hard. Whether you're picking out home design details, choosing a college, or planning a wedding, you put a lot of thought into life's big events. But paying for it all is easy with a home equity line of credit from Hometown Credit Union. Rates are always affordable, and you can quickly apply online at hometowncu.coop. Make the decision easy with a Hometown Credit Union HELOC. Equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Northfield Ice Arena. Lance Reister on my side here this evening. He's helping do a little bit of everything tonight. And what a way to start out the first period. It seemed like it was obviously dominating for it, and that's what Paige wanted. She wanted domination.
Yes.
But, they came out and they had a penalty at the 3:42 mark and then turned around and got another one at the 5:30, so they were shorthanded. But then just shortly after that, Ailey Pupick comes out of the box, steals the puck, takes it in, and puts the Raiders on top 1-0.
That was really pretty how she did that. I mean, she snuck right in there, and that goalie, she looked like she was nervous in her boots there seeing Ailey coming at her. That was a heck of a shot.
Yeah, and then, so we scored both of the goals early off of both being shorthanded.
Yep.
We were both shorthanded. When we did get in the power play, we didn't score anything. But we did get another one. So Ayla, again, still in the shorthanded goal, breaks away, gets in behind the defense, goes one-on-one against the goalie again, and beats her again. And that goalie, I mean, her eyes had to be the size of a frisbee.
Well, and it's not like Ayla's putting up cookies, I mean, there's tough shots for any goalie to defend against, right? When you're going one-on-one against a future D1 Minnesota Gopher player here.
Right, and so she's a pretty decent stick handler. When there's nobody in front of her, I mean, you never know where she's going to shift, what she's going to do. So, yeah, I don't know if I'd want to be the goalie seeing that come barreling down on me.
Right, not me.
But then we had a really just a really nice one. Maya Miller took it down the right side, and she kind of fired it through the crease, and Emerson Garley was there to kind of get the rebound out in front, and that scored. And that was a nice passing. That was a nice offensive move, I think, by the Raiders.
It was, and Coach alluded to that a little bit during the interview as well about the chemistry this year it's just different. Last year wasn't bad, but this year is a little bit different. I think you start to see that a little bit, the passing that type of player right there in particular.
Yeah. So all in all, it seemed a little rocky here and there with the penalties and different things like that, but the Raiders ended up coming out on top of that 3-0 there in the first half. And if I'm not mistaken, they've outshot them 15-10, but the shots that Blake has put on. There's been a couple of decent shots, and Mueller's made some really nice saves. But I get a little nervous when she saves and she kicks those rebounds 10 feet out in front like that. And so far, it didn't bite us in the behind.
Yeah, she did have a couple nice ones, a couple of pad saves, and one she had to get a glove on. It was kind of underneath her, and she was kind of searching for it a little bit. But yeah, she's just a rock solid in the net for Northfield.
You know, when we lost Malika, you know, I had no idea because Malika last year, she played every game, played every minute. We didn't know what to really expect this year, but this young Macy Mueller is really stepping up. I am really impressed. The 6 games that she's been in, she's done really well. And she hasn't given up a lot of goals either.
No, she's got a fantastic, we got her save percentage right here. It is .921 save percentage coming into today's game. She's got a 1.78 goals against. And 9 career shutouts. Right. So she played some last year, obviously, but it's what a great goalie she is.
She, without a doubt, has been, to me, one of the biggest keys to the Raiders. And of course, if the team against you isn't putting in any goals in the net, it's a confidence booster. The offense can take over. So they beat Gentry Academy 4-2. They shut out Mount West Tonka, and they shut out Rochester Mayo the other night. So really great job by Macy Mueller in the net for the Raiders all year. So it's been a lot of fun watching that. So with that said, from your Heritage Bank scoreboard, the Northfield Raiders are now on top 3-0 after the first period. We're going to take another break. When we come back, hopefully we'll get the second period going here. You're listening to Raider Hockey on 95.1, The One, KYMN, and we're streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com.
Every morning and the sun is shining, the familiar faces of local business owners greet you with warm smiles. You just unlocked the secret to a happier and more vibrant community, shopping local. Hi, I'm Kirk from Merchants Bank. When you shop local, especially during the holidays, you're not just buying products, you're investing in your community. Merchants Bank believes in supporting local businesses too. When you bank with us, you help put money back into the local economy, creating a thriving community for everyone. Thanks for supporting local.
Community Resource Bank, you can bank from anywhere, anytime you want. The CRB mobile banking app makes it easy to keep track of your balances, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, and deposit checks any time of day or night. With branches in Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville, we can offer solutions for businesses, residential, and investment accounts. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Eye exams are more than just confirming that you have 20/20 vision. At River Valley Eye Professionals, you'll receive a thorough and detailed evaluation. We look at every part of your eye, from the lashes to the retina, to identify any potential problems and how to address them. Our state-of-the-art facility allows us to provide you with more than just glasses and contact lenses. We help to ensure that your eyes are healthy and remain so for a lifetime. Find out more about how to request an appointment at rbep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
For a limited time, first month is free. Northwood Pines, a newly renovated senior living option at Northfield Retirement Community. Feel at home with these private one-bedroom plus den apartments. This living option is available for individuals and couples. Utilities are included and have on-site complimentary laundry facilities. And now, for a limited time, first month is free. Contact Northfield Retirement Community for more information at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
Northfield is a unique town with passionate people. So much passion that it can be hard to keep up. That's why, if you're into art, local politics, sports, or anything else, Northfield Public Broadcasting is here to serve you. NPB is a free public access local television station that accepts submissions on anything you care about. NPB is a place to hear community voices and to share your own voice. Check it out.
Thinking of buying or selling your home? Don't go at it alone. Did you know there are nearly over 200 steps to the real estate process? 200 things to consider, be aware of, 200 things that could impede your ability to buy or sell or compromise the actual closing day. Alas, have no fear. You can contact one of our local and relentless agents at Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group anytime to answer all of your real estate questions. Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group. We're unstoppable together.
Live doesn't just provide game coverage. We provide opportunities for Northfield youth to showcase, learn, and experience many aspects of media. Practice their communication skills by providing play-by-play and color announcing, getting interviews with fellow students or coaches, or writing stories. They can showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media, running cameras for events, or producing a game like the one you're watching now. We also utilize the talents of adults to help mentor and provide a quality experience for the students. If you or someone you know might be interested in growing our coverage, you're welcome to call, text, or email us from the Northfield Live page at any time.
Serena, hey everybody, can you believe it? We're into the second period and the score is currently 3-0 in favor of the Northfield Raiders. The Blake Bears do have 10 shots on goal, but Macy Mueller has been standing tall as she has been all year long. So we're just about ready to start the second period here. Ayla Puppy scoring twice at the 5:53 mark and again at the 6:49 mark to put them up 2-0. And then it's Emerson Garley at the 12:56 to put the Raiders 3-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Raiders on top, 3-zip into the second period. And you can just see Isabel Steffes versus little Bryn Heinmiller. She's just an 8th grader. Look how small she is. But she's quick, she plays hard, she plays with a lot of guts. And the face-off is controlled again by the Northfield Raiders. And Steffes chasing hard down in that corner against Malone. Tries to clear it out of the zone. Now a nice little pass to the middle, breakout pass. Down that left side goes Chabalco. She'll take a shot towards the net, blows wide right, and all the way to the near boards it comes for Blake. Clears out, Steffes. She passes it up to Pape. Now it's Pape Garley. Centering pass out in front, and just misses the net. Steffes with an opportunity, and that one pops loose. Now it's picked up again from the point. Puppy comes right back into the slot. Boom! Shot and a goal! That's a hat trick for Ayla Puppy with just 39 seconds into the second period. Puppy scores her hat trick. So that was another nice shot there. I don't know if you caught that one, but she brought that one up over the top. Went to the top of the point, and she just fires up over She watches, waits and watches as the goalies drop down. The goalie could see that there was possibly going to do something, and you could see her start to sink down. As soon as she dropped her shoulders, Puppy just fired her shot and sent it home to go up 3-0 That's her hat trick, and the Raiders are up 4-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, and that replay that was brought to you by Community Resource Bank.
Facing off deep in the Northfield end. Blake getting one of the very rare face-offs here so far this evening. They'll fight for it down in the corner. There's Miller down there, Izzy Miller. That one's picked up by the Raiders, and that's Perutka. She'll try to push that forward. Beham couldn't keep a stick on it, and now it'll go down that right-hand side before Weddington tries to pick it up back in behind the corner. Beham tries to pick the pocket down there, but not able to do so. Puck will come up to the top of the circle. Raiders still trying to clear the zone. Blake comes away with it. Weddington to the top of the circle. Perutka in hot pursuit. Beham in hot pursuit. Nothing going. 15:29 remaining. Well, if you don't want the Raiders to score, all you do is just hold the puck in the corner and just keep holding on to it, and they won't give them a chance to score. So we're going to have a stoppage of play here, and it looks like we're going to have a face-off. Everyone getting knotted up over there in the corner. Now they'll do a full change out here. Looks like they're going to send Perutka. They're going to give Perutka a penalty there. So that's at the 2:34 mark, or excuse me, the 1:34 mark. She's going to go in for a penalty there. That's 2 minutes against Emma. So now it'll be a power play for Blake as they face off and control the face off in the far end of the Raiders zone. Puppy out in front defending. There's a shot towards the goal, and that's right in the hand of Mueller, so that's a quick save right there. So 15:09 to go. 1:44 in the power play. Raiders send Perutka to the net, or the referees, I should say, send her to the penalty box for 2 minutes. And we're facing off again to the right of Mueller. Raiders going from right to left. Puck comes up to the top of the point. It's deflected. Puppy with a nice defensive move there to try to push it through the neutral zone. And Haven Miller will try to push that one all the way up and in. Picked up at the top of the circle. Blake trying to get some sort of movement on here, but the defense from the Raiders are really just buzzing them all around here. Miller will take it all the way into the corner. She tries to clear the zone. Blake will come away with it. They'll try to center that one up. They try to hold that in and keep that in. Then they push that all the way back down. Picked up by Miller. Miller, stick check right there. Broken up by that young little Bryn Heinmiller. Comes away with it is Puppy. Puppy looking for a forwarding pass. That one's broken up there by Malone. Now it's down the right side. Stephus around the corner. She's coming. Centering pass out front. Nobody's there to get it. And now the puck will come all the way out of the zone as Miller tries to pick it up in the neutral ice. And she'll try to push it up and down deep into Blake's end. Picked up by Malone. Malone pass across the middle. She'll break to Arthur. Arthur trying to sneak through. There's a stick poke right there as McCoshen breaks that one up. 13:54 remaining here in the second period. 25 seconds remaining for Blake and the Bears on their power play. Penalty kill really taking full hold here this evening. Very nice job, considering the Raiders have had several penalties and been in the power or in the penalty kill several times already tonight. I'm hoping they practice it a lot because they're going to need it tonight. That pass is going to come right out in front. They're looking for a shot across the bow. Can't do anything with that. That's going to be Rasmussen kind of breaking that one up and getting it through the neutral ice and just bounces over the stick. Now down that right side. Rita with Longford trying to control the puck in the corner there. Should come away with it. Centering pass out front. That one's broken up by the defense. Picked up by Weathington. Weathington down through neutral ice she goes. Now they'll just dump it right back in. Picked up by the Raiders. Now cleared all the way through out of the ice again. Now they dumped it right back in. McCoshen down that left side. She's got somebody out in front. Crone right there. Rebound. No good. Broken up by the goalie as they send bodies flying all the way to the other side of the ice. Raiders with a centering pass right there. There's a shot. That one's deflected and broken up. An opportunity now falls right on the crease. Broken up, cleared by Blake. Now we're back to full strength. 12:36 to go. Second period, and icing will be the call from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. The Raiders lead this one 4-0. Out shooting Blake 18-11. So even with Blake being on the power play, they were only able to put one shot on net so far of 4.5 minutes of play here in the second period. So face-off comes out front, goes out in front, right, slides right through the crease. Now it's Pape in behind trying to dig the puck out. She'll send it up to the point. There's a shot towards the net. Bounce pass. Garley will come from the other side, and she'll try to pick that up and dump it down again. Back into the corner it goes. Pape will try to come away with it. She does. We got Garley out in front, sitting in the crease. Pape will bring it all the way around. She'll skate it out of the zone. So she skates it all the way out of the zone, and now they got to start all over again. And here they go. She's going to take it. Tries to do a forwarding pass there, and that one's broken up by the defense and pushes it right back into Northfield zone. Off the backboard it goes. Garley's trying to get after it. She's not going to get to it first. It's going to be Smith who comes away with it, and now Blake will try to pick it up and push it into the zone. Intercepted there. Nice defensive move again by Garley. Push the pass forward to Miller. There's a shot right there and another goal by Ayla Puppy from the right slot. And that's her fourth goal of the night. And it puts the Raiders up 5-0 in the first period from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. So at the 5:24 mark, she does it yet again. 5:24. And we have her fourth goal of the night. That's right. She scored at the 39-second mark, and now again at the 5:24 mark, and scored her fourth goal of the evening. 11:26 remaining here. I mean, I knew that they were going to come out dominant. We knew that Paige wanted them to come out dominant. She said she's never, ever beaten Blake, whether she played or she was coaching. She's never beaten Blake. And so with that said, we're going to have a stoppage of play here. So we got 11:15 remaining. We're going to have a face-off here at neutral ice. 5-0 is your score from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Raiders just rolling through this one. And when they said they were coming out to dominate, they were not kidding. This is a very, very, very young Blake team taking on a very senior, very veteran Northfield Raider team. This is going to be an exciting year, people. If you're going to watch Raiders hockey, this is a year, I believe. I think there's some magic in this team. And I'm looking forward to going back to the XL Energy Center and maybe announcing a game or two for the state tournament. That's my hope. So it's, like I said, it's a nice crowd, great crowd to be watching. Beeham will intercept that one, and it gets broken up there by Wethington. Forward pass up there. Goes to Chabaklo. Broken up by the defense, goes in behind Blake, and is an 100% line change, and now it's Perutka down her left-hand side. She couldn't get her stick on it as it came rolling through the neutral zone. She had a great opportunity to sneak in behind the defense, but was not able to do so. 2-on-1 going the other way, but that comes off the stick, and it's nobody better than McCoshen who picks that one up and dumps it right back into the zone for the Raiders. Now we have another stoppage of play with 10:16 to go. Referee might be an equipment timeout here. Players are heading back to the benches. Referee, maybe a little interference there. Something wrong going on with the stick. Nope. They're going to send Paulson to the box. I can see if I could try to make out the call, but I didn't see what the actual call was against Paulson. But she's going to the. It doesn't matter. She's going in. So 6:44 mark. Paulson. She's in the penalty for 2 more minutes. So
too many participants on the ice
penalty.
At 6:44 serving the penalty for the Raiders. Number 20, the birthday girl, Isabel Paulson.
It was for too many players on the ice, and they're tabbed Izzy Paulson, the birthday girl, to be the one in the box for it.
Well, happy birthday to Izzy. All right, so that's what it is. Too many people on the ice. No wonder they're up 5-0. It's 9:58 remaining. Down that left side is Puppy. Actually, I take that back. It's Ayla Puppy. She's the show of the night. She's got 4 goals. There's another wrister by Miller from the top, but that one's broken up in the net. Blake trying to clear it, get rid of it. Steffes with the pass out front, goes right past Miller's hands, and it'll keep going all the way down the other end. It goes. McCoshen skating in for it hard. Young Hein Miller following up to chase it. Trying to get in there. And puck will clear. And now we get another stoppage of play. And we'll have another face-off here. Looks like it'll be at neutral ice right now. 1:11 remaining in the power play for Blake. Blake, like I said, not really having a lot of luck against the penalty kill for the Raiders. They only had 2 shots and 2 power play attempts. Blake will try to push it up deep into the Northfield zone. Goes all the way in behind the net. Picked up by Arlo. She sent it back to the near boards here. Miller trying to control it. Gets checked into the boards. Puck comes loose. Blake tries to come away with it. Finally do. There's a shot towards the net. Nice break up there by Behem. Behem in hot pursuit. She'll clear it out of the zone. And it's a race. It's a race for the puck down the right side. Perutka hits the brakes. Comes across that left slot. Now into the glove it goes of Jamie McGowan for a save. Nice move by Perutka right there. Had a great opportunity to get one up in the top of the net. But a glove save by McGowan crushes that. So again, an opportunity, a shorthanded opportunity for the Northfield Raiders. They scored 2 shorthanded goals in the first period at the 5:53 and the 6:49 mark, and they almost got another one here in the second period. Puck will come loose. Raiders will try to recover. It was kind of controlled by Blake, but now they'll come down the right-hand side as they try to work their way down. Shabelko fighting hard for it, tries to dump it to the top of the point, and that comes loose. It goes all the way back, and all the way back it goes down into their own zone. So they're going to have to regroup all that and come back around again. Smith passes up to Hein Miller. Puck comes all the way through the zone. Nobody's picking it up for the Raiders, and then it just gets deflected, and Steffes just smokes it all the way back to the other direction. 3 seconds remaining in the power play, and we're back at full strength. I don't know who's coming on the ice. So there they are. Now they're on the ice. So that is, of course, Garley that came off the bench. And she'll try to keep this one in as Blake tries to clear it out. The referee can't get out of the way enough for them to clear it, but that's to the advantage of the Raiders. McCoshen down the left side. Coming into the left slot. Little hook save, backhand. Cal just misses the backhand. Centering pass out front. Garley couldn't get a stick on it. That one's in behind the net. Garley waiting for it. Picks it up in behind. Tries to get a centering pass out front. It's right out in front, and the Raiders try to slash at it. Can't get their hands on it, and it is finally, I believe, covered up, and that will be a stoppage of play. We'll have a face-off to the right of McGowan. So another blistering attack out in front of the net for the Raiders. 7 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. 7 minutes and 40 seconds with 22 shots on goal for the Raiders, 12. So again, Blake, 2 2-minute penalties back to back, and they only were able to put 2 shots on goal for the Blake Bears. Langford down underneath the Crone. Loses it off her stick temporarily. Now the Raiders will come back away with it down in the far corner. Paulson fighting for it over there in the corner. Puck comes loose. Passes up to the point here. Shot towards the net. That one's out front. Broken up by Paulson. In the corner it goes. Fighting for it. Raiders. Blake. Top of the circle. Wrister shot. That one's right out front. Comes way out front, and an opportunity for Miller with the backhand. Misses it. Langford out at the point. She'll come up and get the puck. Take a shot towards the net. That one's finally broken up slightly for a second anyhow by the Blake Bears, and now they'll try to bang it off the boards and get something going down the right side. Izzy Duncan chasing after it, but they're going to have, I believe they are going to have an icing call here with 6:41 to go. They'll bring that puck all the way back down to the other end of the ice. So when they talked about coming out at the beginning of the game and wanting to be dominant, they have not been screwing around, that's for sure. BM will try to win that face-off. There's a puck out front. There's a shot across the bow again. That one's deflected right out front. The rebound came back out, but couldn't get a stick on it. Down that left side, Perutka's going to check her off the puck. Up, she picks it up, dumps it all the way back in anyhow. And they'll do a line change there as they will turn around as the Raiders try to get it out of their zone, but they slip and fall down. Now Blake trying to control that puck in behind the net, trying to look for a little wrap around. No good. Comes out in front of the net. Blake drops pass, shot towards the goal. That one's deflected, and then Mueller kicks it to the near boards. McCoshen trying to control it in the corner. She'll try to break it loose. Smith trying to contend. Smith tries to dump it back down underside the other corner, but finally clear it into the neutral zone. Now they'll dump it towards the net right off the pad of Mueller. We got a breakaway here a little bit. She's going to take a shot, and that's all the way up and over the top. McCoshen from the just outside the blue line with a nice blast across the top, but way high and right. Finally picked up there by Wethington. She'll dump it all the way in, and Heinmuller chasing after it to try to take on McCoshen. I wouldn't do that. I really wouldn't. Grace, her name may be Grace, but she is anything but nice when it comes to playing hockey. So 5:13 to go here, second period. Raiders on top, 5-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Raiders trying to clear it out of the zone. Blake trying to hold it in. Beam will take it. She'll try to take the puck, and it gets deflected, popped up into the air as that is, of course, Addie Wethington got a stick on it and pushed it into the bench of the Raiders. So we got 5 minutes left exactly here in the second period. They'll face off at the neutral ice on the far dot. Face off controlled by Northfield. Tried to push the pass up a little bit forward to Puppe, but it's broken up by the defense temporarily as they push it up and through before the Raiders come away with it again. Forward pass in through the neutral zone, all the way down and across and into the end line for Blake. So they're going to turn around and have an icing call there and bring that one all the way back. And we'll go just to the left side of young Mueller, who has had a pretty good, awesome game thus far with 14 complete shots deflected, keeping it out of the net so far after 2 periods, and 2 2/3 periods have gone by thus far, and Mueller so far so good. 4:41 remaining. Raiders out shooting Blake 23-15 overall. Puppe will race forward again as the puck goes slithering down the ice and over the end line. So they'll turn around again and they'll bring it back. So Ayla Puppe with 4 goals on the night already. And we still got 4:33 to go here in the second period. They will face off to the right of Macy Mueller in the far left circle. Puck is dropped, controlled by Northfield. They'll take that puck and they'll fire around the glass and try to push it up and out, but Malone tries to keep it in. Temporarily keeps it in, and now the Raiders will come away with it. Garley will forward that pass up, and it'll be a penalty. It'll be a tripping penalty coming up here as Puppe tried to make a break down the left side, and the gal just said, yeah, we'll just cut your legs out from under you. just we'll call it quits right then and there. And that is going to be number 25, Hannah Hack. Hannah Hack. The 12:46 mark. At the 12:46 mark, that's going to be 2 minutes for tripping. All right, so the Raiders have not scored in the power play, and they face off with that one. They get a nice shot out front. Good save by the goalie. Garley tries to come away with it. Blake tries to clear it up and out. Through the neutral zone it goes. Miller will get after it. Heinmuller in hot pursuit right behind her. Raiders, little dump pass there. Come down the near boards. There goes McCoshen through neutral ice. Down into the corner. In behind the net now and looking for somebody to break across the crease. Nobody out there. So there's really no shot on goal there. And now the puck will just get sent all the way back down to the other end. So we've got 3:30 remaining in the second period, 1:13 remaining in the power play for Northfield. Northfield has scored 2 shorthand goals and 2 5-on-5 goals thus far tonight, but have yet to put one in during the power play. Puck will go all the way to the far corner. Being chased is broken up with Westenmeyer. Now we've got another tripping call there. And it looks like they're going to send Westenmiller, I believe, to the net. There's 53 seconds. Yep, Westenmiller is heading to the penalty box as well. So at the 13:51 mark, we got another 2 minutes for tripping there. So now we're 5-on-3. We're 5-on-3 for about 50 seconds here now. So I guess we'll see what happens here. Miller you got, McCaution you got, Garley you got, Puppy you got their number one line out here on the power play. 36 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. Off the side of the boards, Miller tries to skate after it. Little Heinmiller controls the puck, comes to the point. They're going to try to take a shot, can't get a good stick on it. They got him open up here. Forwarding pass to Garley, and it's offsides. Garley standing right on the blue line, waiting for the pass to come, and it came too late. So they got 16 seconds, so they're going to bring out the second line now for 16 seconds of that 5-on-3. Garley wide open. Couldn't get to the puck. Called for offside, so we'll face off the neutral ice in the far circle. Raiders will control the face-off yet again. Forwarding pass there to Perutka. Across the ice to the other end, down the right side. Comes out in front. That one's broken up. Here's a shot by Beam right through the 5-hole, but the goalie still saves that one. 1:05 remaining in the 5-on-4. So the Raiders still on the power play for the remaining 59 seconds of this power play. We're down to about the 2:04 mark. She just came out of the box right there. Here's a one-on-one. There's a shot broken up by Miller, and that one is no good. So another keeps her shutout clean. Perutka down that left side. Now she's looking for something. There's a dump pass right there. There's a shot towards the net, but that one's just going to fly right off the pads of McGowan, the goalie for Blake. Down into the corner it comes. Puppy will come from the top. She'll take a shot towards the goal, and that one's deflected. Garley couldn't get his stick. It was a little bouncing puck right there. 1:33 remaining in the second period. 21 seconds remaining in the power play. So coming around in behind again, looking for something across the middle. There's a pass all the way across to the right slot, and that one is off and deflected out in front, broken up, but Steffes couldn't get a stick on it, so up to the top of it comes, and we'll lose that one because Saul will try to chase after that. Puppy will pick it back up. They got 2 seconds left. She can make one quick run for it, and they're going to do it. She's going full strength, but she's going in again, and Puppy with another shot. That one's broken up. Deflection out front. That's a shot on goal. That's no good. Broken up by McCown. Raiders at the top of the point. Here's Puppy again. Centering pass down underneath. Right out in front. And Garley tries to stuff one home and can't do it that time. So we got 54 seconds remaining here in the second period. From your Heritage Bank scoreboard, the Northfield Raiders still in control of this one, 5-0. Really putting on a flurry here in the second period with 21 shots on goal already. Excuse me, to make that 16 shots on goal already here in the second period. So this second period is slowly dwindling down. And that puck will go all the way into the Northfield zone, picked up by the Raiders. Miller will try to clear it. It's pushed and dumped right back in as Blake tries to pushes it down, and Arlo tries to send it in behind before Raiders come away with it. Still trying to clear it out of the Northfield zone. Off the side of the boards and into the neutral zone. Barely, but just enough to clear the zone. Crone tries to chase after it. Now they'll dump it in. Langford will try to send that one all the way down and around and into the corner. And into the corner it does. Weston Miller will come on out and clear that one out. Raiders dumping it back into the zone. Trying to send it in deep, but can't do it. That one's broken up now by Blake as they send it into the near boards. And that is the horn. And that is the buzzer. That is the end of the second period. Northfield Raiders 5, Blake Bears 0. From your Heritage Bank scoreboard, we'll take a break and we'll come back and talk about the opening couple of periods. You're listening to Raider Hockey on 95.1 The One, KYMN, and streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com.
Banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
The days are getting cooler, and it means it's time to take a trip to Witt Brothers for your winter checkup. Let's face it, no one wants to get caught in the cold with a dead battery. Make sure your vehicle is in peak condition for the winter season. The checkup includes an oil change, tire rotation, brake inspection, battery tests, and they'll even winterize your vehicle. Stop by Witt Brothers Service, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield, for all your automotive maintenance and repair needs.
The graphic mailbox in the River Park Mall. With all of your mailing and printing needs, we can pack it up, ship it out, and get it down the road. Fabricate a sign or a banner. We work hard to know our products. We can find what works for you and set you up with everything you need. The graphic mailbox in the River Park Mall, offering solutions for you.
The Quarterback Club of Northfield knows just how hard the student-athletes work each and every sports season and would like to wish all of the Raiders athletic teams the best of luck this year. After practice is over or before the big game, stop into the Quarterback Club and grab their roasted chicken, tender baby back ribs, or famous broiled burgers. Short on time? Call ahead and they will have it ready for you to carry out. They serve lunch and dinner, so no matter your busy schedule, the Quarterback Club has something for you. Good luck, Raiders, and we'll see you after the game. The Quarterback Club, off Highway 3 in Northfield.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bruss, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Northfield Live doesn't just provide game coverage. We provide opportunities for Northfield youth to showcase, learn, and experience many aspects of media. Practice their communication skills by providing play-by-play and color announcing, getting interviews with fellow students or coaches, or writing stories. They can showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media, running cameras for events, or producing a game like the one you're watching now. We also utilize the talents of adults to help mentor and provide a quality experience for the students. If you or someone you know might be interested in growing our coverage, you're welcome to call, text, or email us from the Northfield Live page at any time. Happy holidays from all of us at Northfield Live.
It's Saturday morning and the sun is shining. The familiar faces of local business owners greet you with warm smiles. You just unlocked the secret to a happier and more vibrant community, shopping local. Hi, I'm Kirk from Merchants Bank. When you shop local, especially during the holidays, you're not just buying products, you're investing in your community. Merchants Bank believes in supporting local businesses too. When you bank with us, you help put money back into the local economy, creating a thriving community for everyone. Thanks for supporting local.
Serious?
Yeah, we're back, yeah.
I guess I never knew that. But
yeah,
we were just talking off camera here. But yeah, Macy Mueller, this is in her second year already.
Yep.
So she did outstanding last year. And then, I mean, obviously this year she's doing way better.
Yes. Yeah, Malika took us to the state tournament. That was 2 years ago already. Last year, Northfield lost to, was it Lakeville South in the section final, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
You were there. I wasn't.
Right.
I helped set up,
right.
But I had to do a wrestling meet or something at the same time.
So needless to say, yeah, I keep saying that this is her first year, but the reality is she's a sophomore.
Right.
Which is, that's what kind of threw me, but I should have known that. But yeah, it's I can't believe I don't know. I forgot a whole year. I think I went through the Bermuda Triangle or something.
No.
I literally That was 2 years ago already that we were at the state. Wow.
It goes fast, Jim. It goes fast.
It does indeed. And the second period went pretty fast, too. And, they started out right away. Ayla Puppy comes out of the chute at the 39-second mark and goes in and puts them up 4-0. She gets a hat trick, and she's 39 seconds into the second period. And then, you think you want to keep it kind of clean. That first period was kind of rough because the Raiders were in the penalty box a lot, but second period, they did it again, got themselves in a little bit of back-to-back trouble, and Blake was in a power play for almost 4 straight minutes, but they couldn't prevail, and Puppy went in at the 5:24 mark and was able to score again, so that's her 4th score of the night. It's 5-0 already. They had a couple of penalties against Blake there in that second period towards the end, and the Raiders could not score on the power play, but they seem to do really, really well when they're shorthanded.
Yeah.
So it's kind of amazing, but I'm pretty confident Paige isn't happy with having 5-6 penalties.
Right.
That does. I mean, you're ahead 5-0. You can get away with it.
Yep.
But you really don't want to get in a
You want to keep it a clean game still, right? You want to keep everything you're doing well. You want to keep working, going in the right direction, right? But yeah, Northfield did come into this game with an 80% penalty kill. They're 16 for 20 coming in. So, that's you want to still keep that sharp, which was what they did. So that's positive there.
They are definitely they could definitely stop the puck from going in, so that's good. So they outshot them 16-6 in that second period as well. Blake not really getting a lot of opportunity there. The Raiders, the puck, surprisingly enough, was in the Raiders' zone a significant amount of time, but they weren't getting any shots. They were keeping it in and dumping it deep and being able to do that. The Raiders could not clear the puck, and I think that was something that they probably need to address there a little bit because they spent a lot of time down there, but because their defense is the way they are, they're able to keep them away from the angles to really get a shot on anything. You know? And we're definitely a little bit, I would say, bigger and physical team compared to Blake. Their youth definitely, like I say, shows. That young little Heinmiller, when she goes up and stands next to McCoshen, and I'm like, and Grace isn't that big.
Right.
And this little girl just looks tiny in there. But
she's out there. I mean, it's not, I mean, she's a fast skater. And
she's creating problems.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's out skating them to the puck. She gets in there. She's not afraid to dig with them or anything. So, but we are definitely, I think, physically, I think we're a little bit bigger.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens here in the third period. When it goes up 6-0, they usually go into a running clock. I know Paige always says you never let it off, let your foot off the gas at all. But it's 5-0, and there's got to be mentally somewhere around there. You got to believe that let's take it easy on them a little bit. And Brent Bielenberg will say the same. He said, "Nope, don't ever do that. You do that, and the game can switch.
It gets sloppy."
Yep.
Yeah. You don't want to do that for sure.
No.
You had mentioned Grace McCoshen. We were just talking about her a minute ago. I want to bring up. We had to redo some stats today. We had the coaches doing math all day for us because we printed off a new spotter sheet. And according to the math, Grace McCoshen got her 100th point in the last win. So we want to make sure we say congratulations to her in the win against Rochester Mayo, correct? So she's now got 30 goals and 70 assists for 100 points in her career. So congratulations to her.
Yeah, absolutely. And then so she's got what does she got now? She's got 3 goals and 5 assists this year as well. So she got 8 already. In just 6 games. Well, we're not even done yet.
Right.
So So here's a nice little sheet. Hey, if you ever come to the game, and believe me, there's plenty of seats here. But if you ever come to the game, we get a little game day pamphlet here. It's really nice, put together by Northfield Live. They do a great job of that. They do a great job of putting on the presentation here. We cover basketball, wrestling, we'll do it all. Baseball, basketball, football, hockey, volleyball, we do it all.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We're getting better at Twitter. We can't tweet the highlights right during the game. That became cumbersome once Elon changed it to X, whatever. That's kind of a long story, but you can follow us on all that. We try our hardest to put out highlights and keep up with like tonight's game change. A lot of people, when I just went down to the ticketing, a lot of people were showing up like, what, we're an hour late? They started with you started at 7. So we try to put that out there, especially on game days. But you can always go to the website and look at the calendar to keep up with that there.
And if you want to listen, so you can listen to 95.1 The One, or AM 1080 to hear the calls. You can go to KYMNradio.net. They stream it there as well. NorthfieldLive.com. We've had several people. The coach, Christy from Blake, has family on the East Coast. And when I explained to her what we were doing today, she said, could you please send me the link? I want my family to watch this game tonight.
Yeah.
So we did. So we've got people from all over the country watching tonight. And, again, we want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us do this, because without you guys, we couldn't be bringing this stuff on. So.
Absolutely. And the games are archived there, too. That's another thing, Jimmy, I get asked a lot about, hey, can I go back and rewatch that? I think we now have right around 250 events on NorthfieldLive.com. So right now, I still have the fall sports that are kind of broken out into rows, but I'll break out the winter ones here into rows and but everything is under the recents. You just got to keep scrolling if you want to go back, and you can watch a game from a couple years ago if you want. But this one will be right there at the very end of that scroll. So. Well,
from your Heritage Bank scoreboard, the Raiders on top here in the second period, 5-0. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll get period 3 underway. You're listening to Raider Hockey on 95.1 The One, KYMN, and streaming live right here on NorthfieldLive.com. We'll be right back.
Community Resource Bank, you can bank from anywhere, anytime you want. The CRB mobile banking app makes it easy to keep track of your balances, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, and deposit checks any time of day or night. With branches in Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville, we can offer solutions for businesses, residential, and investment accounts. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair, shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or a major collision this winter, or if a deer happens to find your vehicle, Valley Auto House can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle, from the tow to completing all of your vehicle's repairs. Valley Auto House is located at Highway 3 South in Northfield, open at 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday, or you can find us at valleyautohouse.net.
For a limited time, first month is free. Northwood Pines, a newly renovated senior living option at Northfield Retirement Community. Feel at home with these private one-bedroom plus den apartments. This living option is available for individuals and couples. Utilities are included and have on-site complimentary laundry facilities. And now, for a limited time, first month is free. Contact Northfield Retirement Community for more information at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
Northfield Live doesn't just provide game coverage. We provide opportunities for Northfield youth to showcase, learn, and experience many aspects of media. Practice their communication skills by providing play-by-play and color announcing, getting interviews with fellow students or coaches, or writing stories. They can showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media, running cameras for events, or producing a game like the one you're watching now. We also utilize the talents of adults to help mentor and provide a quality experience for the students. If you or someone you know might be interested in growing our coverage, you're welcome to call, text, or email us from the Northfield Live page at any time. Happy holidays from all of us at Northfield Live.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
Northfield is a unique town with passionate people. So much passion that it can be hard to keep up. That's why, if you're into art, local politics, sports, or anything else, Northfield Public Broadcasting is here to serve you. NPB is a free public access local television station that accepts submissions on anything you care about. NPB is a place to hear community voices and to share your own voice. Check it out.
Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena for period number 3 as the Blake Bears are in town this evening. The game started a little bit early tonight, so I know we've had a few comments of some people that came on in, and the game started at 6 o'clock, wondering what happened. But, they moved it up because there was no JV available for this evening's contest for Blake. So, again, Blake with a little bit of a smaller team. They lost 12 of their players from last year. They have 8 of the 10 top scorers that are gone from last year, and they are an extremely young team. Hein Miller is just an 8th grader. You got Callie Arthur is a freshman. Malone's a freshman. Forster's a freshman. Izzy Miller's a freshman. All of them. Wethington is a freshman. Whitaker is a freshman. A lot of freshmen on the ice tonight and playing against a very senior Northfield team. So, of course, the Raiders, with a lot of seniors, Puppy, McCosh, Garlic, just to mention a few, and that's a lot of seniors that will be leaving at the end of the year. So we got to make the best of what we can here this year. And we'll have another face-off right away from the center ice. It's just a quick whistle, and we'll have a face-off in the near circle here. So we are off and running into the third period. And that's going to be Garley. She'll try to take it across. There's a shot right across the top and up and over the top of the head of the goalie. It goes and back to the board, and it gets caught up in the net. We'll have another stoppage of play, and we'll face off again. If you're just joining us, the Northfield Raiders on top 5-0 here in the third period. Ayla Puppy has 4 of those 5 goals. 2 of them coming in the first, 2 of them coming in the second. Picked up by the Raiders down in the Blake zone. Rasmussen tries to fire a pass over, comes off the skate there of McCoshen, and they'll have to clear it out and dump it right back in, and that's what they do. Malone in hot pursuit for the Bears. She'll try to push that one forward to Arlo. Arlo can't really hold on to the puck, and now it's picked up by Puppy. She's going to take a little wrister. Centering pass across to Steph. Goes right through the crease. It goes right back into the corner. Now it's picked up by Blake. And they will try to clear it, but they go down together. On the ice they go. Now in behind the net for Puppy. 16 minutes remaining. Third period. When it goes 6-0, it will, of course, begin the running clock. But you got to get there first, and they got to continue to play defense here in the third period. There's the young little Hein Miller we were talking about during the break, and she's out there. Westinger is out there. These are all 8th and 9th graders, the majority of them that are on the ice right now. We've got a couple of juniors for Blake. Puck is stuck and piled up on the blue line on the far boards. That one's going to come loose. Perutka's going to try to clear it. Now she'll center it up to the top. Right off the stick handle there. Miller will have to recover it in her own zone, and then she'll try to push it up and through, and Beham tries to dump it in. It'll go all the way around. I think she missed the stick, and now they're going to call her for icing, and we'll bring it all the way back to the right of Macy Mueller. So Mueller, so far so good. 16 shots on goal for Blake, and Mueller has been able to stop every one of them. Face-off goes to Northfield. He'll fire that one all the way to the other side of the ice, and down the boards it goes. Far side, pass up the middle to Beham. She can't control the pass. That putt will dump by there. Hein Miller will flip it over here to Malone. Malone will forward pass that one. Gets that one up there and rolling. To Chiblaco. Picked up by the Raiders. Pass through the middle into the Blake zone. Beham will get after it. She'll try to take it down and underneath. They normally do that. They kind of get the puck down underneath the boards, and then they work themselves back to the top. Miller, there's a wrister right there. It's a deflected right out in front. Malone tries to stop it. That one's picked up. Beham with a slap across the middle. Tries to get a hold of that loose puck, but the goalie, McGaughan, will recover, and we'll have another face-off with 14:35 to go here in the third period as the Raiders lead this one 5-0. Controlled by Blake. A rare time that the Bears have been able to control the face-off, but Raiders will try to keep it in. Steffes getting after it in behind the net and into the corner. Now back out to the top of the circle from that left shot. Up, back, forth. The puck was missed. Down into the right corner it goes. Garley gets taken down to the ice, and she slips and falls, and down she goes. Raiders will try to keep it in. And now I believe they are probably, I think they might be calling a penalty here. So maybe, they called it on Puppy for the call. So 2:54 mark. 2:54 is Ayla Puppy. She'll go into the penalty box for 2 minutes. And I want to say she's holding as she dragged the player down to the ice. So, Puppy back in the box. So she has had 1, 2, that's her second penalty of the evening here as well. So she'll be in the box for 2 minutes. Beham trying to break it up. Picked up by Westinger. Drops her stick. Now she's in hot pursuit. She'll stay with her. Her stick is on the ice. Trying to break things up. Westinger forwarding pass there. Pushes that up to Arthur. Arthur tries to take it across the circle. Centering pass there. That one's broken up. McCoshen will try to clear the puck. And they fire it all the way back down. Puck is recovered by Blake. They'll push that one forward all the way across. Arthur, and that one gets intercepted by Miller. Miller will dump it back in. Fighting hard between 3 Blake players there. It takes finally Westinger to the ground. Forwarding pass up through the middle. Picked up again by Garley. She'll pass it forward to Miller. Miller through the neutral zone. Now pulls into the Blake zone, and down underneath it goes deep in Blake's territory. That's going to get picked up there by Paulson in the corner. Puck is just randomly going back and forth. We got 25 seconds in the power play for Blake. They have yet to put a shot on goal here in the third period. Now they got a line change here. Miller down the left side. She's going to take a shot. She scores! Off the pipe and in. And she just lit that net up and lit the goal scorer up on that one. And we are at the unbelievable 4 minutes and 52 seconds for Miller. Puts them up 6-0.
We'll show the little replay here, brought to us by Community Resource Bank. Boom. Nice shot.
Face off from the center ice. The Raiders are now up 6-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. And again, shorthanded goal for the Raiders. Now they're back at even strength, 6-0 down that right side. That's going to be Crone taking it down into the corner down there, and she's going to get bundled up down there in the corner. We got 3 of the Raiders down there. Langford, Crone, now to the top. Shot towards the goal, deflected up into the air. Puck goes all the way down to the other corner. So we'll be on a running time clock here going forward here this evening. Blake tries to pass it forward. It's broken up pretty quickly by McCoshen. And McCoshen going down that left side. She'll come in through that left slot. Wrap around the crowd in front. That goes right through the crease. Crone tries to push it back towards the crease before it is broken up finally by Blake. And then they will fire it through the neutral zone and they get in behind her there just a little bit. Silvinger was able to get in behind the net, but that one's broken up by McCoshen. And we're going to have looks like a slashing call. And it looks like we're going to have another penalty. And it's going to be against Grace McCoshen. She's going to go into the net now. So, I mean, so much for a nice, clean game here. Trying to keep everything together, but they just can't seem to keep themselves out of the net at this point. So we're going to say that was at about the 6-minute mark. Another 2 minutes there for slashing. It's going to face off in the Northfield end on the left-hand side of Macy Mueller. So they're back in the power play. Now here you go, shorthand goal. Garley cuts around on the left side, tries to slap it through the slot. That one's broken up, and that one is not in. So they covered that one up. I think Garley is kind of questioning whether or not it went in or not, but the refs are saying no. So the longer they continue to talk about it, the longer the clock continues to tick. And time is going to run out. 10 minutes remaining here. Blake's on the power play again. 1 minute and 20 remaining in the power play goal.
Here's number 11, Grace McCutcheon. 2 minutes.
Down the right side goes Arlo, and that was broken up quickly by Miller. Now it's picked back up by Blake in the corner, and they're just trying to clear it up and out of the zone. Picked up by Ayla. Now she's going to try to make a break for it, and it gets broken up. Miller tries to dump it in. It's intercepted by Blake. They're trying to make something happen here in the power play. Like I said, they've had back-to-back power plays and have yet to put a shot on goal here in the third period at all. Tied up at the red line. Comes away with it. There's a shot towards the goal. Mueller just glove saves it and sends it down the road. Knocked back in by Blake. Another shot towards the goal. Little stick save there. Nothing too fancy. 8:52 remaining as the clock continues to tick. 19 seconds remaining in the power play for Blake. I guess they're going to give her at least one shot towards the net. They'll give it as that. Now Puppy will take it down the right side, and she'll skate it back up to the top of the circle here. Pass across the middle for a breaking Crone, but that's picked up behind Miller, and she'll take it down the right side. Full strength again for the Raiders with 8:25 to go here, third period. The Raiders lead the contest 6-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Pass up front. Langford in hot pursuit. That one just goes right into the glove of the goalie, Janie McGaughan. She is, of course, a sophomore as well. So the clock will continue to run here in the third period. Raiders on top, 6-0. Crone will face off in the near circle. That one pops back up to the top. And that's Jindra Lillian in the game tonight. So she's going to get a little play time tonight as well. A little bit of everyone, I think, is going to get in there. Sparks is in the game. So they're getting a little ice time tonight with a 6-0 lead going there. Puck is getting tossed all over the place. So there's a shot on goal, and just misses that one as Sparks right out in front. Deflected by McCod as he forces it out. There's a shot and a goal right there. And that should be number 102 or 103 for Grace McCoshen. She just scores again here. And that will be, of course, there's a goal for her there as a running. So I'm going to put it at about the 9:50 mark here. So because of the running clock, we got to kind of keep that going there. So we got to go 7th goal on the night. So Grace McCoshen with a shot on goal, and she will put the Raiders up 7-0 here this evening. So a couple of goals in every period thus far. 2 in the first.
At 9:45, number 11, Grace McCutcheon, unassisted. McCutcheon all alone at 9:45.
Well, the Raiders will try to keep it out of their net as they try to push it through and hopefully preserve the shutout that Macy Miller has got going on so far tonight. All right, puck is all the way in the near board. 6:14 to play here, third period. Tying it up down in the corner. Can't seem to get it loose. Blake continuing to fight for it in the Northfield zone. They finally push it down over into the corner, and then Arlo tries to get to it but can't. Cleared into the neutral zone. Peruka tries to push it up and through, but it's intercepted. Now broken up by Northfield. Blake will head to the bench, and they'll bring in a new line. And we'll get Jindra in with the puck, and she'll skate it up. She'll fire it all the way through the zone and send it flying, and I believe that one will be an icing call for them. So an opportunity there as Blake went into a full line change there and was able to take advantage of it and still secure it with that icing call. So the puck again, the clock, continues to tick with a 7-0 lead in favor of your Northfield Raiders. Now racing forward hard. That's Perutka down there. She's trying to find it. She's got a hold of it, puts it up at the top of the slot there in that left circle, and a shot on goal there, and that one's deflected easily enough, and now it goes back into the corner, and Beham and Perutka down there fighting for it. Something coming away with it was Smith. Smith is going to forward it up and over, and Chabalko tries to get a stick on it, can't do it. Finally picked up by Arthur, and Arthur will skate down the left side, just getting in behind the defense a little bit. She's got a centering pass out front, and that one is broken up. Whoa, couldn't get her stick on it. That was Hangmiller. She couldn't get it on the stick, and now we're going to have a penalty. We're going to have cross-checking, I am guessing, on Northfield, and yes, an opportunity. And away she goes. That's number 22, Abby Casal. She's got cross-checking right there.
That's kind of what we call.
Say,
she was doing her job there, protecting Macy out front, don't you think?
It's hard to say. Well, you can protect so far.
Right. Yep. No, that's all right, though. Power play now for Blake.
Again, another power play for Blake, and they have yet to put. They've got one shot on goal all night tonight. This is their third power. There's a centering pass out there to Whittinger, and she couldn't get a stick on it either. So they've been in the power play several times here in the third period alone, and they have yet to put a shot. They got one shot that they put on the net since the start of the third period. So the Raiders really playing tough defense tonight. She'll drop that puck down, and they'll drop past that to Whittinger, and then it'll go up there to Malone. Malone will forward it up to Heinmiller. She's looking across. That one's broken up by none other than number 11. So she will look for a pass across to the right circle, and that one just off the stick, too hard for her to handle. They'll dump this one in behind. Here's a wraparound right there. There's a shot towards the goal, and that one's broken up. So a nice little wraparound shot right there with Steph is trying to get a shot in goal. And, of course, Izzy has got 5 points. She's got 1 goal and 4 assists on the season as that clock continues to tick away with 2:56 to go with the running clock. So Blake will fall to 0-6 or 0-5-1 on the season unless some crazy miracle were to happen and they could rattle off 7 goals in the next 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Puck comes right out front. Beham fighting for it hard out in the front. Picked up by Hack, and Hack is chasing it all the way down. Beham in pursuit as well. That one's off the side of the net. They'll try to backhand that one. Can't get any stick on it. Down the left side they go. Back in behind the net. Raiders coming loose with it, tries to clear it up and out. It'll go off the glass, but they will keep it in. Now it's broken up in behind. Beham on a one-on-one. Can she do it? And she just gets taken out by the goalie. And we got 2 minutes remaining here, and they are back at full strength here for the Raiders. There's a puck sliding right through the crease out front. Now it's picked up by Smith, number 18 is Stays. She's out in front there. Now 1:42 remaining here in the third period. Off the side of the backboard, Westinger tries to control it. Perutka tries to break it up, does so. Banks it off the boards, sends it back into the other end of the net. Blake will not give up. They keep skating as hard as they can. You see that they're giving their all right now, and they know that there's not much they can do, and the Raiders aren't letting up much either. That puck will come all the way to the top as Rasmussen will try to push it down into the corner. It's picked up there by Sparks. Shot, Abby, up over the top of their glove and just about deflects it up and over, and it goes all the way back to the other side. Picked up now, a shot out in front, right out in front in the crease. That's Miller. And we'll have another stoppage of play, but the clock will continue to tick. 55 seconds remaining here, third period. We probably will get one more face-off, and then that will probably be the end of it there. So we'll see how that all shapes up. So the Raiders already with 11 shots here in the third period, and that one's going to go all the way back down there as well. So 11 shots for the Raiders, 1 shot for Blake here in the third period. The puck is picked up in behind the net. Blake will come away with it briefly, and then they're double teamed there by the Raiders down in the corner. All the skaters now down on the ice And Ayla Puppy will come away with this. She skates right across the crease. Dangerous move there. 5 seconds remaining. Tries to dump it in. We get a shot. Wessinger, a shot, and that one is just off the glove with the rebound up front, and the time runs out. Wow. That got a little ugly right there, right now. So they outshoot them 11-2 in the third period. So the Raiders are victorious yet again and go to 6-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Raiders 7, Blake 0. We'll take a short break. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up right here on 95.1 The One KYAMN and listening or streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com.
Community Resource Bank, you can bank from anywhere, anytime you want. The CRB mobile banking app makes it easy to keep track of your balances, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, and deposit checks any time of day or night. With branches in Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville, we can offer solutions for businesses, residential, and investment accounts. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair, shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or a major collision this winter, or if a deer happens to find your vehicle, Valley Auto House can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle, from the tow to completing all of your vehicle's repairs. Valley Auto House is located at Highway 3 South in Northfield, open at 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday, or you can find us at valleyautohouse.net.
For a limited time, first month is free. Northwood Pines, a newly renovated senior living option at Northfield Retirement Community. Feel at home with these private one-bedroom plus den apartments. This living option is available for individuals and couples. Utilities are included and have on-site complimentary laundry facilities. And now, for a limited time, first month is free. Contact Northfield Retirement Community for more information at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
Northfield Live doesn't just provide game coverage. We provide opportunities for Northfield youth to showcase, learn, and experience many aspects of media. Practice their communication skills by providing play-by-play and color announcing, getting interviews with fellow students or coaches, or writing stories. They can showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media, running cameras for events, or producing a game like the one you're watching now. We also utilize the talents of adults to help mentor and provide a quality experience for the students. If you or someone you know might be interested in growing our coverage, you're welcome to call, text, or email us from the Northfield Live page at any time. Happy holidays from all of us at Northfield Live.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
Northfield is a unique town with passionate people. So much passion that it can be hard to keep up. That's why, if you're into art, local politics, sports, or anything else, Northfield Public Broadcasting is here to serve you. NPB is a free public access local television station that accepts submissions on anything you care about. NPB is a place to hear community voices and to share your own voice. Check it out.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
Making decisions can be hard, whether you're picking out home design details, choosing a college, or planning a wedding. You put a lot of thought into life's big events. But paying for it all is easy with a home equity line of credit from Hometown Credit Union. Rates are always affordable, and you can quickly apply online at hometowncu.coop. Make the decision easy with a Hometown Credit Union HELOC. Equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. Jimmy LaRue along with Lance Reister here this evening, and we want to thank everyone for joining us. We got Joey Hudson running the cameras here this evening, and Malcolm Westland is our production. Westland is our producer this evening. Thanks for those guys for coming out. 7 penalties, 7 scores. That's probably that's the tail of the tape.
It is.
It really is. But you would think, so who got 7 of what? Who got 7 of what? Well, there were 7 penalties against the Raiders, and they did score the 7 points. They were they were in the penalty kill every period for at least 4 minutes, 4 to 6 minutes. And,
that's amazing. And
still come out of this outshooting them, just dominating them on the shots too, 42 to 18, and that last third period it was 11 shots to 2 against them, and they were in the power play for like 6 minutes. So we knew that Blake was a new team, a young team, and there's there's a lot of inexperience, and Paige basically said, "I want to dominate." Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, absolutely they did. And it looks like Blake's got a little bit of a short bench, too. Northfield has a short roster. Blake's looks even shorter.
Yeah, they're small. Like I said, they lost 12 guys off that roster from last year. So what can you say? We had 3 penalties in the first period and 3 goals, and a couple penalties in the second period, a couple of goals, and a couple more penalties, and a couple more goals in the third period. But they scored 3 shorthanded goals.
That's amazing.
And then everything else was on the regular 5-on-5. But every time they got into a 3-on-3 or something like that, they scored. Ayla Puppy with 4 goals on the night, so she just blew it up in that first period. She scored right away at the 5:36, and a minute later got another one. Then just to start the second period, she scored her 3rd goal, and then 5 minutes later she does it again, and she puts them up 4-0 right there. I mean, plus you had a goal by Emerson Garley at 12:56 late in that first period, so now you got 5-0, and then it was the 6th goal coming at 4:52. Maya Miller with a nice shot across the middle to score and put them up 6-zip, and then towards the end there it was a shot again that went across the front, and that was Grace McCoshen with that nice rebound out front to put them up 7-0. So they advanced to 6-0.
Yes, they certainly do. Yeah, and that's exactly like you said, what Paige wanted to do tonight. Get in, get out, dominate, and that's what they did.
They absolutely did. So again, we want to thank everyone who joined us this evening for on 95.1 The One KYMN, and of course NorthfieldLive.com. Again, we thank our sponsors. We can't thank them enough, especially our post-game cleanup with Service Master by IOT. When disaster strikes, demand the yellow van. Thank you to Service Master and all of our sponsors to help us bring you these coverages. What's coming up next on Northfield Live? Friday, December 1st, it's girls basketball versus Winona. We do know that the boys basketball team is currently losing to Chaska. We don't have an actual score on that.
32-27.
32-27 against Chaska. So they're still in it, and they're still hanging in there. For Blake, they will go to Cretin-Durham Hall on Saturday, December 2nd. They'll be playing at the Highland Ice Arena. They fall to 0-5-1. From your Heritage Bank scoreboard, your final score this evening, Raiders 7, Blake 0. You're listening to Raider Hockey on 95.1 The One, KYMN, and AM 1080. Streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com. Have a good night.